Hi ladies. Here is my official update. Before I even get started into this video, this is going to be a rambling video with a whole cluster of, what's been going on with me. Also, I want to make it known right now that it is going to be TMI. Oh, there's something in my eye. It's going to be TMI. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, like I said in my last video, I had went and seen an OBGYN and, just had my annual exam and a bunch of blood work done. And she also prescribed me Provera on April 5th to kind of get my period going. It definitely came. It came on the 15th, so I only had a 10-day, I was on Provera for 10 days. It started the very next day after my last pill. So I think it was I think the 16th. So I started it on the 15th. On the 16th, I was calling my doctor because, and here's the TMI part, I have had a child before, and that's the worst I've ever bled in my life, was after I had my son. This was a close second. I thought I was going to die. And I know that it sounds like she's such a wimp or whatever, but just a warning if you've never taken Provera before, especially like I haven't had a period since November, and it really wasn't even anything. I really haven't had a normal period since August. So it's been quite a while. So just warning, because they'll tell you it's going to be bad, but like I wish they would have told me you'll think you're dying bad. So I ended up calling my doctor, to make a long story short. Pretty much I just wanted to know how much was too much blood, yada, yada, yada. A couple hours later, I received a phone call back, and, she did tell me, well, it was the nurse, and she told me, it's going to be bad. It's going to seem like you're hemorrhaging to death. You're not, but it's going to seem that way. For some people, I guess it's not so bad. For me, it was really, really bad. The cramps were really, really bad. Yeah, just like, ugh, worst period ever. Anywho, so I am now on cycle day 6. And while I was on the phone with my doctor, I was supposed to go back in, I think, next week to kind of go over my blood test and stuff like that, my results. And since I had called, the nurse had told me how my blood work came back. Everything was normal except for my thyroid. She just said, you have some things going on with your thyroid, and they prescribed me levothyroxine, which is just the generic brand of synthroid. So she put me on that first. She's going to put me on that for a month, which I started 2 days ago. And then she just told me that then they're going to see me in a month just to kind of see. But they really didn't tell me anything about anything. So I got online, I want to know side effects. I want to know what it's for. When they just told me there's something going on with my thyroid. And I said, well, what does that mean? And she said, well, we're not really sure yet, but we're going to find out, like, what's causing it. So yesterday I received in the mail this paperwork. And this is all that it says right here. Woo, right down here, it just is checked for hypothyroid. And then up here is TSH. Yeah, TSH. Jeez, it's hard to say. And that's all that I received. No explanation of what means what. So pretty much all I know at this point is I have a low thyroid. And the TSH, I looked that up last night, and all that means is when your TSH levels, it's your hormone levels or whatever, if that is really high, then that means you have a really low thyroid. And then if it's really low, it means you have a high thyroid. So yeah. Now, I don't really know a whole bunch. about anything. All she told me was to take my medicine as soon as I wake up with a sip of water, and I can't eat or drink anything for 30 minutes to an hour, which in my case, like if it's gonna help it absorb better, I wait the full hour. I want it to do what it needs to do. Um, I read in some spots that a low thyroid can be hereditary. Which after I told my mom that that's what they diagnosed, that's what the diagnosis was or whatever, she's like, oh, your aunt has that and your cousin has that. And then my mom called her doctor and my mom has that. So whatever. I guess it's more common in women. Yeah, it can cause weight gain, depression, anxiety, just a bunch of problems. It can cause infertility. So hopefully, this medicine will be my miracle drug and just get rid of everything that's been going on and help me conceive baby number 2. I guess you can take it while you're pregnant, and you also can take it after the baby is born. It does get transferred into breast milk, so I don't really know how a lot of this is going to go. If I ever do get pregnant with baby number 2, I'm a little concerned, with taking a medicine that's going to transfer to the baby and then transfer into the breast milk, which pretty much everything transfers into your breast milk. But I don't know. So I just really, really need some advice. I've looked up a lot of videos online, and most of them are just doctors talking about hypothyroidism and doctors talking about synthroid or levothyroxine or whatever, how you say it. But I want some real people to tell me, like, I want real people saying, hey, this is what happened to me. Another thing is I did find some videos out there, and a lot of people said that once they started going on to a thyroid medicine, they gained a bunch of weight, which freaks me right out. Ugh, it's the last thing I want is to gain more weight. I already have gained enough weight. So please, if you've been on this medication, or if you have a hypothyroid, please, like, message me or whatever. Let's chat, because I totally don't know what's going on. I didn't really get a whole lot of information from my doctor, and I just kind of would like to know from, another person's standpoint, kind of what's going on, what they experienced, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, so here we are. That's where I'm at. I see the doctor in a couple weeks, and I will update you guys then and let you know kind of what's going on. So, alrighty, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.